Chapter 14 2D Spilt milk and other sunk costs. Sometimes in your life, you may have been told, don't cry over spilt milk, or let bygones be bygones. There's adages told a deep truth about rational decision making. Economists says that a cost is a sunk cost when it has already been committed and cannot be recovered because nothing can be done about sunk cost. You should ignore them when making decisions about various aspects of life, including business strategies. So, what does it mean of spilt milk? A spilt milk is to dwell pointlessness of past missed fortunes. So, how about sunk cost? Sunk cost is a cost that have already been incurred and cannot be recovered, also called retrospective cost. So, there's a line or adages here which is, don't cry over spilt milk, or let bygones be bygones. So, what does it mean of these adages? So, there's no use in worrying about past events which cannot be changed, or kanang imuha pa bang huna-hunaon tong mga uban nga butang nga which is nga human na nahitabo na dili na mabalik or dili na mabag-o, or let bygones be bygones. Kung nahuman na, dili na pwede nga, or dili naman jud na siya mabalik. So dili naman jud na siya ma-recover. For example, I know you didn't meant to break my phone. So there's no use in crying over spilt milk. So kay naguba naman. So kanang sa example, wala nimo na tuyo nga giguba nimo ang cellphone. So imuha pa ba tong huna-hunaon or mag-worry pa ba ka ato nga panghitabo or situation if dili naman jud to mabalik or dili na jud siya mabago. Another example is investment. If you are already invest money to a business, tapos na bankrupt, o unsaon man hunahunaan pa to nimo nga di naman jud siya makabalik kay gi-invest naman nimo imong money, tapos di ba ang sunk cost kay cost that have already been incurred and cannot be recovered. So pag imo na jud siyang na-invest, dili na jud nimo siya mabalik. Example pud sa sunk cost, machinery and equipment. So if you already kanang think to build a business, for example, what kind of business is this? Restaurant. If you are going to build a restaurant, you must fix the money or the sunk cost that you are going to put in your business. For example of sunk cost is machinery and equipment sa kanang mga plates, table, or chair, and other equipment that you are going to put in your business. Advertising and marketing expenses, and salary of employees who have been laid off. And sunk cost gyapon siya, example gyapon siya sa sunk cost and salary of employees. Kay if you have a business for sure, you have also an employees to work on your company or your business. Near Empire restaurants and off-season miniature golf. Have you ever walked into a restaurant for lunch and found it almost empty? Why, you might have asked, does the restaurant even bother to stay open? It might seem that the revenue from so few customers not possibly cover the cost of running the restaurant. In making the decision of whether to open for lunch, a restaurant owner must keep in mind the distinction between fixed and variable cost. Many of restaurant costs, the rent, kitchen equipment, table, plates, silverware, and so on, are fixed. Shutting down during lunch would not reduce this cost. In other words, these costs are sunk in the short run. When the owner is deciding whether to serve lunch, only the variable costs, the price of the additional food and the wages of the extra staff are relevant. The owner shut down the restaurant at lunchtime only if the revenue from the few lunchtime customer would fail to cover the restaurant variable cost. So, what does it mean of variable cost? Variable cost is a corporate expenses that changes in proportion to how much a company produces or sells. So, here in the PPT, many of the restaurant costs, the rent, kitchen, equipment, table, plate, silverware, and so on are fixed. So if you are going to build a business, restaurant kind of business, you are going to fix all the costs that you are going to put in your business or in your restaurant. The the rent, if dili jud imuhan ng company or dili jud imuhan ng kanang imong gitukodan sa imong business, so you are going to pay a rent. You are going to buy a kitchen equipment, tables, plates, and silverware, and so on. Shutting down during lunch would not reduce this cost. So if dili isa ka restaurant dili mag-open during lunch, dili mabawasan ang cost nga gi-invest sa owner. In other words, these costs are sunk in the short time. So balik ta sa previous nga sa earlier nga gi-report nako is ang sunk is sunk cost is a cost that have already been incurred and cannot be recovered. For kana nga business, kana nga restaurant, if the owner should shutting down during lunch, is a short time round run siya nga restaurant. When the owner is deciding whether to serve lunch, only if the variable cost, the price of the additional food, and the wages of the extras staff are relevant. The owner shuts down the restaurant at lunchtime only if the revenue from the few lunchtime customers would fail to cover the restaurant variable cost. So again, the variable cost is a corporate expense that changes in the proportion of how much a company produces or sells. So if mag-shutdown ng isa ka restaurant, dili na ma-cover sa mga customer ang variable cost. If from the lunch, customer would fail to cover. So, ang customer would fail to cover the restaurant variable cost. So, that's the only way of the owner to shut down the restaurant at lunch time. So I forgot to include here in the PPT the last subtopic. An operator of miniature golf course in a summer resort community faces similar decisions because revenues varies sustainability from season to seasons. The firm must decide when to open or when to close. Miniature golf, also called a midget golf or mini golf. It is a game or amusement modeled or golf and play with a putter and golf ball. So, mini golf is i-open lang siya or unsa lang siya sa summer resort. It's a place that many people visit for holidays in summer. So the mini golf should shut down if the revenue that it would earn from producing is less than the variable cost of productions. So, ang mini golf is i-produce lang siya or ibaligya lang siya if mini golf course if summer resort, a place that many people visit for holidays and summer. Kay ang mini golf is season to season lang siya. Firm must decide when to open and when to close. So, balita unsa day ang firm? Firm is an organization which sells and produce something. So once again, the fixed cost is the cost of buying the land and building. The costs are irrelevant in making the short-run decision. The mini golf course should be open for business only during those times of the years when its revenue exceeds its variable cost.